Hi, welcome or welcome back. Thank you for stopping in again. So I decided not to open the Temu package today. I got up really late, which is okay. I stayed up late watching movies and doing the last recording, but oh geez, forgot what I was going to say. I stayed up late last night and I was watching movies, and after I uploaded the recording, which was kind of late, it took a while to upload it, and all the other things you have to do with it, blah blah blah. Anyway, so the I was gonna open the Temu package today, but I decided that I really wanted to do some diamond painting. So I did some diamond painting, as you can clearly see. And I think tomorrow I will do the open the Temu, because I want to get that done before the other Temu package gets here. Not that it's on its way or anything, because I've just got a bunch of stuff in the cart at Temu. But I was thinking I was going to order it today. But anyway, if I don't open this one, then there's a good possibility that the other one could get here before it. So I'll do that tomorrow. But if you want to see other Temu packages that I've opened, mostly diamond paintings, there's a whole bunch of them. They're not in a playlist. I should put them all in a playlist so that people that like to just look and see what you bought can just find them all there. But there are some there. This one, when I open it tomorrow, will be the 10th package from Temu. So yeah, that's a lot of stuff from Temu. Like, I don't ever order anything really expensive. One thing that I do want, as well as, looking at diamond paintings and things like that, is I want one of those things, because sometimes I make cakes or cupcakes. And it's really messy when you're pouring from the mixing bowl, or using a big spoon to pour from the mixing bowl into the muffin tins. And yeah, so I wanted one of those things. I really don't know what it's called. And you put the batter in it, and it has a trigger. So you pull the trigger and it empties an amount. You release the trigger and it stops it. So there's no mess. All the batter's right there. And you can fill up all the cups really quickly and easily. So I want one of those, but I haven't really looked for one on Temu, because it didn't really strike me as a place for housewares. But you know what? I've never looked at it for housewares. So I'll definitely be looking at that. I'm doing some more shopping around on Temu and see all the wonderful things they have. But yeah, so I never really spend a lot of money on Temu. I don't think I've paid more than $6 for a diamond painting, and usually under $6. And everything else has been around $1 or $2, so that's good. But times 10 and maybe 6 items per purchase. Yes, I've been spending a lot of money at Temu. On the other hand, I haven't been buying cars or anything like that. So, yeah. I hope you've had a really great weekend. I've had such a nice, restful weekend. I never did get around to making French toast, but that's okay. I had bacon this morning, so that's a big treat for me. I rarely ever buy bacon. But I bought a package of bacon, and it seems to me the bacon is a little bit more expensive, but the package is a lot smaller. You don't get as much bacon as you used to for even more money. But I spent, I think, $140 on groceries, but I've got enough to last me a few weeks, which is terrible when my family was young and my husband was alive. When the kids were little, I didn't work. I stayed home and took care of the kids. He would give me $60, and that would be enough money for groceries for 2 weeks for all four of us, and still have some money left over. The times have changed, and I'm glad I'm not growing up now. But we went through hard times in the 70s too. I remember the price of meat going through the roof, and people started eating horse meat, and because it was a lot cheaper, but mostly Europeans because they're used to that. And people were putting locks on their gas caps, and the cars back then, they didn't have, you didn't open your gas cap from inside of the car. Anybody could open your gas cap because all the service stations weren't self-serve. There were people there to pump your gas. So like anybody could just open your gas tank and siphon out your gas, which they did a lot of apparently. So people were locking caps on their gas tank. I remember it so well, and everybody was nervous, and the price of houses had shot up. Our first house was $32,500. And we thought, and this is in Canada, of course, in Canadian dollars, and we thought we were going to starve to death. We really did, because it was a lot of money. It was a big amount of money. And because we were so scared, we didn't, spend any money frivolously. We saved everything, and we paid it off in 9 years. And when we paid it off, we sold it for $80,000. 6 months later, the people that bought it from us, they sold it for $120,000. And the people that bought that a few years later sold it for $190,000. So yeah, prices have been going up consistently. And when we bought our first house, I remember the realtor saying, buy the most expensive house you can afford on the street. That way you'll always have a good house. And the price of the house will never go down. But even so, this market is absolutely ridiculous. And apparently it's not just here in Canada. Apparently it's all around the world. And that's sad. But hopefully things will level off. And by level off, I mean hopefully people's wages will come up to where they can afford a home, It's terrible. People don't have cost of living in their contracts anymore, and that's wrong. That's really wrong. People need a cost of living allowance, otherwise this is what happens. Oh my gosh, am I ever griping? I'm so sorry about that. But yeah, I just finished this section of this diamond painting. I'm going to try to do it faster, and I'm sorry, I know I'm boring the tears out of you. But you know what? I like doing this, and even if no one was around, I'd probably still do it because I feel like I'm talking to someone when I'm doing this, and it's nice. So yeah, I guess I'll just keep doing it, and hopefully you'll keep coming back. And I really appreciate everyone that subscribed to me, which is an absolute blessing. And everybody that watches. So I'm gonna set it up now. I hope I haven't gone over on the voice. I really should talk while I'm doing it. It would make things so much easier. Anyway, you all have a good night. Have a great week. And hopefully I'll have something for you tomorrow. Bye-bye now.